Welcome to Edit Your Own. We're going to make some bread. We're going to make some sourdough bread. And some flour, an organic apple, a bowl, an airtight jar and some water. And it's not quite as straightforward as conventional bread making, but we're going to give it a go. Okay, we're going to put some flour in a bowl, about 500 grams of flour. Next we're going to add some water, about 350 millilitres of tepid water. And then we're going to grate our apple. It's important to have an organic apple free of chemicals, otherwise the starter may not ferment. Sourdough is bread risen naturally by airborne yeasts, unlike conventional bread doughs which relies on manufactured yeast added to the flour by the baker. So creating sourdough takes longer and it's not quite as straightforward as conventional bread making. So we mix the 500 grams of flour with the apple and 350 ml of water, and we tip this into an airtight container. Okay, when we've done that, we want to mark the level on the outside of the container so we can see whether the mix has risen later. Now we're going to cover it and we're going to leave it to ferment for 3 days. So after 3 days the mix should start to smell quite sweet. It'll be a little bit darker and it will have started to grow. So open the jar and discard half the mix. We add another 250 grams of bread flour and about 170 ml of water. This is called feeding. Mix thoroughly in the bowl and tip back into the container and then leave it for another 2 days. There should be plenty of activity in the dough now, indicated by lots and lots of small bubbles. So do what we did before, empty into a bowl, discard half, and then pop another 250 grams of flour and enough water to make a sloppy dough and return it to the jar. This time when we return it to the jar, we're going to leave it for 12 hours. We should see lots of activity in that 12 hours. And if we do, now it's ready to use.